Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Now, before I start officially, if I'd just like to make mention of two very special people that are sat either side of me this evening. Kayla and Molly, up until just a number of weeks ago, were actually very valued members of the Candid team here in Denny. And I'd just like to take a moment to pay tribute to both of them. Kayla and Molly came into our business and they brought an exuberant enthusiasm to everything that they did. They have a magneticism about their personalities. They've got this natural, intrinsic way of being able to draw people to them. They're kind and compassionate and hardworking. I only ever heard good things about these girls, both from the people that they worked with and from our customers. And I'd just like to pay tribute to them in a room full of people here today. They're going on to university, and I wish them every success in the next chapter of their lives. I'm sure that anything they touch will be a success. And I am both personally and professionally indebted to you and so grateful. So well done, girls. So good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am absolutely delighted, excited, ecstatic to be here this evening. It's indeed a great honour to be asked to come along and share some information with you all. As Molly said, I'm the founder and managing director of Candid Ice Cream. Firstly, I'd like to thank Mr. Vaughan Sharp for the very kind invitation for coming along to speak. I hope I can offer something that is inspiring and relevant to everyone here today. I take this opportunity, first of all, to congratulate all of our prize winners. To be recognised in your respective subjects and disciplines is indeed a great honour. To achieve these awards takes time, it takes discipline, it takes hard work, it takes commitment, it takes intense focus. You've taken the information that your teachers have provided to you, you've added to it with your own study in a way that you should be most proud of. And I would now ask everyone here assembled to please join with me and offer our prize winners a hearty and worthy round of applause. Now, it would be terribly remiss of me at this point not to acknowledge the contribution of both parents and indeed the teachers in the development of these young people. Now, guys, I know sometimes our parents do things that we disagree with. They ask things of us that we're not prepared to do. Our teachers might push us in a direction that we're not comfortable with. But I can assure you that at the core of everything they will have asked of you would have been the very purest and best intentions for your development. So I would like to ask all the prize winners now, please, to be upstanding. Please be upstanding, prize winners, all of you. And join with me and offer your parents and your teachers a massive, huge round of applause. Well done. Please be seated. Thank you. Now, this evening, I want to spend the next 10 minutes or so just speaking to you and reflecting on my journey through my life and what it was like opening up a business 16 years ago. Now, I'm not here to preach or to judge or to tell you how to live your lives and what you should do with your lives. That's not what this is about. I'm simply here to share with you the knowledge and information that I've accumulated over my life. The information is yours to do with as you please, but all of it has been true for me. Now, the message I've written that I want to share with you is something that I call taking the steps. Now, taking the steps is about climbing your mountain to your destiny. It's about realizing that you have to climb in order to reach your potential. It's about understanding that in order to pull out what is inside of you, you must do things that challenge you. It's about understanding that your goals, your aspirations, your wishes, your desires, your dreams, all of these can only ever be achieved through combining desire with grounded action. So what are your next steps? Some of you will be coming back to school, some will be going to university, some will be going to college, some will be going off and doing all different types of things in the world. Some of you might not even know yet what you would like to do with your life, but what I would ask you to do is seriously consider what your goals and dreams are, not just in the long term, but in the short to immediate term. Now, when you start to begin to move towards your goals, how do you get started? How do you move in the direction of your goals? Once you've identified what your goals are, once you know what your mountain is, how do you start to climb it? Well, you start by taking the steps. You start where we start everything, at the beginning. Now, your goal or your mountain will seem absolutely enormous at the start. It will seem colossal, insurmountable. You will be frozen by fear. It will paralyze you because of the size and magnitude of what it is that you want to achieve with your lives. You'll be scared, reluctant, and worried. Now, what I would say is don't look at your mountaintop. Don't look all the way up there in the distance where your destiny is. You already know where it is. Just start by taking steps. Break it down into small, manageable chunks. Now, will it be hard? Absolutely. Will it be painful? I can guarantee you that. Will it try and break you? Abso-blooming-lutely. Now, I felt all of these emotions when I started Candid. I'm not exempt from these emotions. I felt it all. I was terrified. What happens if it doesn't work? People will laugh at me. I'll be ridiculed. I'll waste money. People will sit there and say, oh, I told them that wouldn't work. I felt all of these emotions. I didn't have all of the answers, but all I did know was I wanted to start a business. And I would figure out a lot of the details on the way. I asked myself, what do I gain by not acting out on my dreams? What do I gain by not stepping into my destiny? What do I gain by staying at the bottom of my mountain? What do I gain by staying frozen to the floor? What is the benefit in that to me? What is the plus in that? If you're looking for all the answers before you start, guys, you will be stood at the bottom of the mountain for the rest of your life. Some things you've just got to figure out on the way. Now, I was surrounded by people that told me I couldn't do it, people that told me I was crazy, opening a dessert shop in Scotland. He's mental. What's that all about? Who wants ice cream in Scotland? Well, who's laughing now? No, sorry, that's ego and that gets parked. That's not the way to do this. But genuinely, people that I respected, people I admired, people I looked up to, people I held in veneration, people that I wanted to emulate, people that I was inspired by, the very people who should have encouraged me, were doing their absolute best to discourage me. They'd say, oh, Amrit, a place opened in Falkirk the other year there and it failed because it wasn't doing the numbers it should have done and it was just a fad. It did well for a few weeks and then it closed. That's fine. And I learned a very important lesson that day, ladies and gentlemen. Someone else's failure has absolutely nothing to do with your success. What someone thinks about your dreams and what someone thinks about you is none of your business. That's their bag. That's their journey. That's their opinion. And they are more than entitled to it. But it doesn't mean that it has to be true for you. Don't ever dim your light because someone else is scared of their darkness. Be you. Be strong. Be courageous. Be brave. Now, I didn't listen to these haters. I just didn't give them any of my time because I knew that my dreams wouldn't be gift wrapped. I knew that someone wasn't going to just ring my doorbell one day and say, there you go, Amrit, that's your dreams and your destiny. It's got a nice little bow on it. Just unpack it. It's microwavable. It's instant. It's yours. On you go. I knew I would have to take the steps. I knew that I would have to put in the hard work, put in the hours, put in the late nights and the early mornings, work 7 days a week, whatever it took. I knew that. And you guys are going to have to do the same. There's no getting away from the hard work, guys. Nothing will exempt you from it. You will have to take the steps, and no amount of manifesting and visualization and praying and hoping and pleading and crying and screaming is going to exempt you from the hard, blooming work that you're going to have to put in to get to where you want to get to. Now, you must take step one because step one will prepare you for step two. And step two will prepare you for step three. Each step you take will teach you things about yourself that you don't know yet. Each step will add credibility to your capability. Each step will add assurance to your ascension. Each step will reveal things that were hitherto concealed. And as you become more accomplished when you take your steps, and as you become more accomplished with each step, the accumulative effect of all the steps that you take will eventually deliver you to the mountaintop where your destiny awaits you. Now, the journey will not be easy. Believe me, the journey will not be easy. There will be obstacles in the way. There will be landslides on the mountain. There will be mighty streams that try to wash you away. There will be dark nights. There will be cold nights. You will be hungry. You will be despair of life, and you will be driven to your knees. You will be screaming and shouting, why me? This is painful. This isn't fair. Why am I suffering? Why is this so hard? This should be easier. Why? Why me? The question I would ask is, why not you? Why not you? What exempts you from suffering? You will suffer because that is life. And life will do what life does. Life will always do what life does. It gives, it takes away, it builds us up, it knocks us down, it gives us victory, it gives us defeat, it will send us love, and it will break your heart. Life will do what life does. But you have a choice. You have a choice. You can let it define you, or you can let it refine you. You can view it as life trying to bury you, or life planting you for growth. The choice, ladies and gentlemen, is yours. Now at this point, when it gets difficult, when the struggle starts, when the adversity starts, when you start to be challenged, at this point, most people will give up. They will head off that mountain and say, I'm not going back. I'm going back down to the bottom. They will retrace their steps from whence they came, and they will go back down to the mountain at the very base, and they will look up at their destiny for the rest of their lives. And they'll look at what they could have achieved, but never will. Because they do not realize that the obstacles are indeed the way. The struggle, the pain, the strife, it's all necessary. It's preparing you. It's growing you. But on the other side of the obstacles, ladies and gentlemen, is a huge, huge reward. One that can change your lives. These people will let that little voice in their head, the voice that we all get, the voice that I've got in my head right now, that little voice of doubt, that voice of fear, it gets louder and louder. And fear, ladies and gentlemen, fear will corrode your dreams. It will paralyze you. It will race through your veins and make you believe that this isn't possible for you. It will convince you that the best place for you is on the couch watching Netflix or playing football with your pals. It won't push you in the direction of reading the book or going to the gym or eating clean or doing whatever it is you need to do to realize your dreams. Fear, ladies and gentlemen, you need to educate fear, because fear is stupid. Fear is stupid. You need to beat fear with a stick or whatever you have and send it into the corner of your mind and say, I'm not listening to you anymore. You have no place in my life. Fear, ladies and gentlemen. Now, we can't change the chaos around us on our journey, but we can change our outlook. We can't change our perspective, but we can change our perception. We cannot change what we see, but we absolutely can change how we see it. Now, as we take the steps up the mountain, some routes may change. Some routes may change and may have to go a different way. But don't worry, that's okay. Just keep going. Rejection on one route is not the end. Rejection on one route is just redirection to a better way. We attack the redirection with a good attitude, ladies and gentlemen, because we are in the business of solving problems. We are problem solvers. We're not problem creators. We're not down in the dumps. We don't find a problem for every solution. We're upbeat. We attack the challenge with a positive, upbeat attitude. That's how we do things. We're not down in the dumps. Oh, that's no fair. They're only good at that subject because the teacher likes them, or they've only got that car because they're a product of privilege, or they've only got that because of this and that. No. We take responsibility for our life. It's our crop. We sowed the seeds. Whatever we've got, it's our responsibility. We take responsibility for it. We do not complain. We deal with it. Now, you must learn to find the way or make the way on your journey, boys and girls. Because you don't want to wake up one day and say, I wish I did more. You don't want to be that guy or that girl. These tests are life's way of growing you for your success. Because you cannot have your prizes without the process. You have to go through tests in order to be ready for the miracles that await you. You can't take the helicopter straight to the top of the mountain and say, I want my destiny. Because if you do it that way, when you get there, you will not be ready. You will not be grown for success. You will not be prepared for success. You will not be able to handle the responsibility that comes with being great. You must take the steps. That's why so many people that I know, and you'll know them as well, the people that are gifted success, they lose it so quickly. Why? Because they weren't battle tested for their blessings. They weren't ready. And in life, and in school, in fact, in school, we're all used to getting the lessons first, and then we get a test. That's how it works. That's how it's designed. But life, boys and girls, is different. It's the other way around. In life, you will get the test first, and once you've had your test, then way, way, way down the line, somewhere in the future, the lesson will pour forth. Now, with each step you take up your mountain, you will grow in confidence and belief that I can do this. You will build up in your mind a vast storehouse of knowledge and of examples of times when you have overcome adversity. You will realize that you have evidence and a track record of times where you have overcome things. And when things get difficult in your life in the future, I'd ask you to pull on that information, to pull on those examples of you overcoming adversity. And that should support you and console you when times get hard. Now, I want you guys to stand proud and tall when you get to the top of your mountain, and all of you will get there. I want you to believe that everything you've achieved is a consequence of your hard work. Now, you'll see all the people that you left behind at the bottom of the mountain. All the haters, all the doubters. They'll all still be there, but they will be the same people that you left behind. But you, ladies and gentlemen, you, my friends, will be very, very different. You will have been broken as you've taken your steps up the mountain. You will have been broken. But on your journey, you will have been beautifully restored. And you will have been changed because of what you've had to endure. You will be unrecognizable to the people you left behind because now you will not look like what you have been through. People will not believe the person that you've become. People will not believe the person that you've created. They won't believe the impact that you have. They won't believe the love, the compassion, the ability, the courage, the bravery, the versatility that you have cultivated. They won't believe the words that you use and the soul and the heart that you mix with those words. They won't believe the power that you have and the impact that you have on every single person that you meet. Ladies and gentlemen, before I sit down, I'm asking you to open up to humanity. I'm asking you to open up to each other, to show each other love and kindness and respect, to show each other support, to serve one another. Let people's challenges and problems get to you. Let people touch you, people struggling with their lives, with their finances, with their health, with their relationships. I'm asking you to let those things get around your heart. Let it do something to you. Let it move you. Let it touch you. Let life touch you. Don't let it break you, but let it touch you. Let it stir something deep down inside of you. Let sad things make you sad, and let happy things make you happy. I'm asking you to leave here tonight and go out into the world and tear down the walls that we all build up. Tear down the walls that we build to protect ourselves. Tear down those walls that protect us from disappointment, because those same walls keep out abundance and they keep out prosperity in our life. Don't go untouched. Don't go unmoved. Don't live your life behind the wall. Let life touch you. Let people touch you. By taking the steps, boys and girls, you will change, you will grow, you will develop, you will improve. And that will ultimately lead to something far greater and beyond conventional happiness. You will develop and discover a deep-rooted, intrinsic, primal connection with meaning and purpose in your lives. I'm asking you to stand at the summit of your mountain and stare your destiny in the face and realize that everything that so long ago you only dreamt of is now there before you. It's within your grasp. All you have to do is go and take it. I'm asking you to believe, ladies and gentlemen. I'm asking you to believe that you are somebody. I'm asking you to believe that you were born to succeed. I'm asking you to believe that you were born to make a difference with your life. I'm asking you to believe that you were born to stand out, not to fit in. I'm asking you to believe that you have the power to pull out the passion in your heart and apply it in ways that can change the world. I'm asking you to believe. I'm asking you to believe that you have greatness within you. I'm asking you to believe that you have greatness within you. Thank all that is good and pure and wholesome and beautiful in this life. I'm asking you to believe that you have greatness within you. Thank you.